transmission, it just broke. What the hell, man? They're gonna have to push me in.
Jason Myers with an issue back there on the back stretch.
Jack the car up and pull the dirt axle out! Come on, guys!
Tonight on race night at Bowman Gray. It's now the third race of the season. We need to get ready for a 100-lap marathon.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna try something that I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
But nothing at Bowman Gray is ever straightforward.
All right, bud.
And this week, we got a crazy twist called the Fans Challenge.
The top 4 in qualifying will have a chance to go for a chunk of $3,000. Bert, what's your answer on the Fans Challenge?
But you can only take home the $3 bonus if you're fast, if you've got the guts,
Let's hold it.
and if you survive.
What we do on this track, a lot of people think is insane.
We risk our lives,
Our money,
And our pride.
and our pride.
Racing on the most infamous track in America.
Bowman Gray Stadium.
With each race, enemies are made.
Rules are broken.
And payback is a 700 horsepower bitch.
Dude,
But if you're not willing to risk it all,
that's still there. Stay low, stay low, stay low.
And you should probably just stay the home.
Hoss, will you get me a pair of channel locks? Just a decent, a medium-sized pair.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Hey,
Thanks.
That big enough?
Yeah.
what in the world are y'all doing? I mean, really, what's... You tear up more stuff when you win than anybody I've ever seen.
I know, right?
So the good thing about this weekend, unlike the first weekend, we didn't hit anything with our front tires.
This week we had twin 25s.
Good start.
The first race was about perfect. Qualified first, got out front, and won the race.
Next up, his 75th career win.
It was wild, just like we promised. Bert was the winner, but I won the second race. I mean, I'm excited as can be. I just got my 31st win.
Jason Myers is in, baby, number 4.
Good night for the Myers family.
Good job, bro.
So after 2 weekends of racing, Bert still has the lead in points for the season championship. But the race we got coming up this weekend is worth another 50 points to win. So Bert better be watching his back.
There we go.
That looks better.
Now, the plan is to line all these up, all the way up. That's the plan. We've made it to right in here before.
I'm definitely happy for Jason, and I'm glad we both won last week. But Tim Brown, he's still the all-time champion at Bowman Gray, and I want that title. But you know, that's what drives me. I'm always in the back of my mind thinking we could have got more. We could have done more. What can we do to get better?
It's so loud.
Yeah, the thing is, even though Bert's not happy, he's still beating everybody in qualifying so far, and that's where I need to improve. I just can't get my car to whip around the turns fast enough for that one lap. Last week I tried adding some lead to the front of the car, and it definitely helped. But this week, it's vital to get my car qualifying well because we've got a 100-lap race with a Fans Challenge.
The Fans Challenge, if you're a top 4 qualifier, you can choose to start in the rear. And if you get back to the top 4, you win $3,000.
So I want to qualify in the top 4 because I want the option to take that $3,000 cash. The other guys make the decision on their own.
You have to basically weigh your options. I mean, are you racing for points? Or are you racing for money? You know, like last week we had 27 cars. I don't think it would be very smart to take the challenge with 27 cars because that's a long way to try to get back to the top 4. Then you don't get the points or the money.
I'm gonna try something that I don't know if it's gonna work or not, and the only way to test it is to try it qualifying. All right, I need some shocks.
Shocks.
Hero or zero. You get one shot.
I'm thinking about trying some softer shocks to see if that helps, to try to get my car better in qualifying to get in that top 4.
I just feel like with my car, I'm losing a little bit of time right in the center of the corner, and that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to get my car to turn a little bit better. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can stiffen the front end up and really plant the tire in the racetrack, or you can soften the front end up and transfer weight to the tire to plant it in the racetrack. When I say transfer the weight, I mean when I drive the car off in the corner and I get on the brakes and everything goes forward, I'm transferring weight to those front tires. Yeah, I guess that'll work back there, won't it? It's just like driving down the road. When you mash the brake, you go forward. Well, that's what I'm trying to do with the race car, except I'm mashing the brake really, really, really hard. Go ahead and tighten it up. So I'm trying to transfer the weight to the front end so that the tires make the car turn. All right, now, I don't know. That's the first. Put weight on the front, and then you soften the front. If that don't work, we'll start going the other way.
It's great working with bum fingers. Can't even hold a wrench.
You want me to do it?
Sure, thought you'd never ask. Let's check the motor plate bolts, everything else is done on the motor.
Okay.
Next time I'll drop the wrench sooner. Yeah, so after 2 races, 2 weekends of racing and 3 events, we're 3rd in the points and we're 12 points behind. Bert won the first 200 lapper, then Bert sets on the pole and wins the 25 lappers, and then Jason wins the second one. So Myers has won every modified race at the stadium so far this season. That's unacceptable.
I mean, we've been very successful. Like, we've won 10 championships and 84 races and 100 and some poles, but
I have sucked for 2 years. I've got to be better. If it doesn't get better, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, run away and hide or something, because I eat, breathe, sleep this race car and winning. That's, like, I mean, I have my wife and my kid, right, that I love, but, like, I just want to win at whatever it takes. We have to do better. We've got to have a faster car where we're sitting on the pole and winning and taking points from him. So here's my to-do list for the week, me and the guys. It's basically everything that's got to be done to the car. And at the bottom is the most important thing, is we got to win this week.
Oh, hold on.
It may be easier to cut this way and then go over there. Sorry.
You're good. I just didn't want you to trip on it. I've been around racing my whole life. I'm a 3rd-generation driver, but
coming to Bowman Gray, it's almost thrown all that out the window. It's a totally different set of rules, totally different way of scoring.
I'm not happy with the way the season's starting out, but I am ahead of Jason Myers in championship points at Bowman Gray, which is a good thing, being that he's run there for years, but I'm just not happy with the way the car's handling.
All right.
This weekend is our first 100-lap race, so me and my Hillbilly team are at Ace Speedway, trying to get some extra laps and gain some experience.
Do you have a stopwatch? Can you read me the times?
I'll do it.
Thank you, sir. David, you got me? Yes, sir. I'm gonna go pull around to where I go onto the racetrack, you think, so they know we're ready to go? Yeah, that'd be good.
Ace Speedway is the closest thing we have to Bowman Gray. It's a sharp corner, just like Bowman Gray. You're gonna turn the wheel about the same amount, so the feel of the car will be the same from track to track.
All right, here we go. Let's see what she's got. $16.14.
One of the biggest things we got to figure out for Bowman Gray is the rear end setup. Unlike the other guys, I'm running a spool rear end, meaning the left rear and right rear tire are locked together all the time. Running the spool rear end helps control the car a little bit better when I get hit from behind, but it makes the car tighter, harder to turn, which makes you drift up the track in the middle of the corners. So we've been trying to free up the car more and more to get through the corner better, but it's still not right.
Oh, me. So that was turning way too loose. I mean, it's bad loose. When I get in the corner, the car's rolling over on the right front. So if it rolls to the right front, it's picking up the left rear, which could make you loose.
You don't think it's the bar at all, do you? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to put a bigger bar in.
So we're gonna put a bigger sway bar in to stop some of the roll.
A sway bar, which is also called an anti-roll bar, is to stop the car from actually rolling over where it flips over onto the right side.
Are we good to go, David? Yes, sir. It's definitely way better. I mean, that thing, it turns unbelievably. Holy cow, that was 180 degrees different. That was definitely way better. Good, that's why we're here testing. It turns unbelievably.
I'm really happy with the test today. We got the car driving how I like it to drive. I got confidence, so it'll be a good day tomorrow.
Next.
Tim Brown forever. Yeah, this guy right there. I'm rooting against him.
Qualifying, fixing to get underway. Terrible. If they say yes to the fans challenge, they have to start in the rear. Bert, what's your answer?
And later.
Damn it!
Hey, clutch in turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide.
All right, fans, on your way in, be sure to pick up your Bowman Gray Stadium souvenir program on the cover. Burt Myers and little brother Jason celebrating their victories last week.
Burt Myers. Tim Brown.
Tim Brown's definitely number 2.
He's number 1. Don't even go there.
Gonna be the 1 car.
Number 1. Tim Brown forever. Yeah, this guy right there. I'm rooting against him. Hope he hits the wall every lap.
Okay, we got time to do it, right?
We're at the make time. Mike can leave the hood. No, let's take the hood.
Your belly pan off?
Yep. So I'm making a few last-minute adjustments to my car right before I go out to qualify. Let's go up a little more. This is our 3rd race of the season, the Fan Challenge. It's a 100-lapper with a crazy Bowman Gray twist. The top 4 qualifiers have the option to start last. If they do that and you make it back to the top 4, there's a $3,000 bonus up for grabs. If more than one person does it, then you split it.
And if you don't take the Fan Challenge, you have to random draw for your starting position along with everyone else. The slowest qualifiers can end up in the front, which is a surefire recipe for trouble, especially on a track that's crazy hard to pass on.
Did you wipe it up in here?
Qualifying. Kevin Powell Motorsports 100 fixing to get underway. Can anybody break the streak that Burt Myers has put up 2 weeks, 2 poles? Will we see a different name atop the list tonight? Will Tim Brown have anything for him? Will Jason Myers? Will anybody be able to break that 2-in-a-row streak that Burt Myers has had so far this year?
You can start rolling if you want to grab the wheel, Brandon. All right. At Bowman Gray, the points leader has to go out first for qualifying. And once again, that's me. I definitely want to improve on my time from last week because it wasn't very good.
All right, bud.
Here he is. 2 wins so far in 2018. It's Burt Myers on the clock. Burt Myers, what will the time be? 13.397 for Burt Myers. I really thought we'd see a faster lap than that.
Dadgummit, man. No traction out here, man.
The thing about over here is the track conditions change from week to week. It was a little cooler today, so that changes the track. So it threw our car off just a little bit.
With a time like that, I should be able to beat him. But if I don't, and he sets on the pole and wins the race, it could put me so far back in the points I may not be able to catch him.
Out next, the Rocket, Tim Brown. On the clock. Can Tim Brown knock Burt Myers off the pole? .13.456. Not going to be happy with that lap.
No, took the words right out of my mouth. Track feels really slow.
Out next, GB3 George Brunholzl III.
But good luck, everybody. Smooth.
way too tight. The tightest it's been all damn year.
Damn.
I've done this a long time. I don't know what to do. Like when last week we went one way and this week we went a ways the other way and it didn't do anything. Like, I don't know. Like,
All right, I gotta get my wheel straight. Hold on.
So far, track conditions seem to be kind of slow today.
George Brunhogel III comes off turn number 4. 13.793. Not going to be happy with that one.
That spool makes it tough.
Oh my God.
That's the worst we've been all year.
It was terrible. Nothing I even did at Ace mattered at this track.
Damn. No pressure. No pressure.
This is going to be the test for that new shock setup I'm running for qualifying. This should help my car turn better, and I'm going to need that if I want a chance at that $3,000.
Let's go.
On the track now, Jason Myers. Will he have anything for Big Brother Bert?
Slowed down too much.
Off turn number 4, Jason Myers comes under the checkered flag. 13.454, third quick.
Ain't got no grip in it whatsoever. It's all over the place. That shock adjustment didn't really.
On the track now, Jonathan Brown.
Can't get this off my race car fast enough. Like, that's pitiful. Qualifying, it was, I don't know, it's just aggravating. Try something, hoping it'll work, and it don't. It's the worst my car's been qualifying so far this year. Like, that's terrible, terrible. It just didn't, I ain't too happy about it.
Under the checkered flag comes Jonathan John Boy Brown. And he does it, 13.349. Knocks Bert Myers off the top spot. Jonathan Brown goes to the pole. On the track now, it's Bobby Meismer Jr. 13.333. Bobby Meismer Jr. wins his first pole, 13.333.
What'd you do, go set Meismer's up? They said he put it on the pole. He 33 and Jonathan's a 34. Jonathan had him beat.
Yeah, I know. I beat Tim. Tim's 6th, I'm 5th. Qualified 5th, which didn't leave us in the top 4 to do the fans challenge, so there's no question. We're not eligible for it.
But now it's a waiting game till we find out if any of the 4 fastest qualifiers are going to go to the rear or take their chance on the redraw.
Good job.
Thanks.
If they say yes to the fans challenge, they have to start in the rear. If they can make their way back up to the top 4, they split the money amongst themselves. If nobody wins it, it rolls over. Let's meet our first driver tonight, Brandon Ward. Brandon says no. Brandon says no. Bert, what's your answer on the fans challenge? Bert Myers says no. He will not do the fans challenge here tonight. Bert, we're used to talking to you for the pole award, but not the case tonight. Why your decision not to do the fans challenge?
It's a gut decision. I just feel like that I want to try to get a good draw. We'll see what happens tonight. Some guys race for the money, but as the points leader, it makes it tough on you. If I start in the back, I could get caught up in a wreck, and then Tim can gain some points on me.
What about our second fastest qualifier, Jonathan John Boy Brown? He says yes. He's going to take the fans challenge tonight. He wants some money.
We've had a really, really fast car in practice, so I feel quite sure we're going to get up there. I think the money is going to make us race a little harder.
Jonathan Brown says yes. And now, what will our fastest qualifier do? Bobby Meismer Jr., what is your answer to the fans challenge? What does Bobby Meismer Jr. say?
Yes.
Yes to the fans challenge.
We don't have nothing to lose. We'll start in the back. We'll go to the front.
Now that's decided, right away they start to redraw. We drivers can be pretty superstitious by nature, and that's why we don't go ourselves. We send a crew member, a wife, a girlfriend, anybody that can go in there and get us some good mojo.
All right, one.
Where you're gonna start, inside, outside, front, or back, it's all up to circumstance now.
I drew 10 for you.
You drew 10, so there was literally 13 numbers in the bag and you drew a 10. 4?
Where'd we draw? Second.
Who drew the pole?
Put 79 on the pole.
Good luck. So, redraw, put us starting on the pole. Very lucky.
The damn 79 car drew the pole. It was all over the racetrack in the first season opener. Part of the reason my hand's broken.
Almighty.
They have a spool in that car. And on the start of the race, I don't know if he can even control that thing. This could be crazy.
Look, thank you. Just be ready for anything.
So the lineup is set to start tonight's 100-lap fan challenge.
Look at the steering line still on the tires, Mike.
John Boy and Bobby qualified in the top 4, and both decided to start in the rear to try to win the $3,000 fan challenge. The rest of us had to redraw for starting positions. Bert drew 4, which is definitely in striking distance. Me, I drew 10th, which is way back in the middle of the pack.
I drew second, which is really good. The kicker is the 79 car drew the pole, and he's been all over the racetrack all year.
We're gonna have our hands full, you know that, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting start.
You're going to have to make him run hard, or else Bert's going to drop in.
Mike, you don't understand. He's got a spool, right? You know where he's taking it.
Starting on the outside tonight's great. The problem is, the 79 car runs a spool in the rear end, which locks the rear tires together in the corners, so the car doesn't turn very well, which means he slides up into your lane if you're on the outside of him. So it's going to be really difficult on the start tonight for me to get an advantage and get the lead.
I still said you're going to have to run hard, make him run hard.
I understand that, but he's got a spool and it won't turn. And he run me in the fence 40 laps into a 200-lapper. What do you think he's going to do on the pole?
I got faith in you.
It ain't that easy. If it was that easy, I would win them all. We'll figure it out. At least that one didn't get the pole.
Who's ready for the Brands Golf Talkers Modified? Y'all gotta stand up. Y'all gotta holler. You gotta make some noise. Bowman Gray Stadium. And now, start your engine!
George Brunholzl III and Tim Brown in row number 1. Daniel Yates and Burt Myers in row number 2. Jason Myers in row number 5.
On the rear.
Jonathan Brown and Bobby Meismer Jr. both going after the Fans Challenge. $3,000 up for grab.
All right, guys. It's going to be a little bit hairy on the start. 79 car doesn't normally start up front. Just take it as it comes. It's going to be good, I'm telling you.
Hey, George, the 83 is to your outside. The 1 is directly behind you, and the 18 is behind the 83. George, you got to be aggressive. You got to be the bully. You know, the one that nobody likes in school. That's what you got to be. 10-4. Sound nervous. Just relax, bud.
As they come off turn number 4, Randy Smith gives a signal, 1 more lap, and we'll be going racing.
All right, Brown, I'm going to leave it to you here, buddy. Show us what you're made of here, son. Go get it.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Pace car to the infield. The Kevin Powell Motorsports 100 fixing to go green flag.
Caution, caution, caution. No go, no go, no go.
George Brunholzl was anxious on that start.
79, flagman will start my race. Don't do that again. Got a 100-lap race, guys. Just be patient. Okay, Brown, you're 1 in the 79. Let's go get him now. Put him down because he keeps working you way up the track here. He's bringing you to the wall. Hold him down there.
Randy Smith with the green flag in hand. We'll try it one more time. Green flag, we're racing in the Kevin Powell Motorsports 100.
Hey, Brown, I'm going to hold him down. Hold him down. Come on, stay with him, stay with him, stay with him.
Oh, yeah.
Great job, Georgie. Great job. Just keep it up, bud. Hey, not your fault there, 83. Took you to the wall, baby. Go get him.
So I knew exactly what was going to happen. Sure enough, coming off turn 4, going to the green, he runs me high, almost into the wall, so I have to check up. He gets the lead. Really frustrating. At least I didn't get into the wall and tear the car.
The water car's right there with you.
Dadgummit, I gotta get out of here.
Still there, still there, still there. Clear, real clear. Side. Still there, still there. Corner, still at the corner, still there. Clear, real clear. Okay, Brown. One car's close. Back about 3. He's trying to pressure just a little. Take care of what you got.
So right now, I've got the worst seat at Bowman Gray. I'm stuck in the middle of the pack on the outside.
It's a little snug right here. Come on, come on, come on. 40's inside at your door. Your door at your door. Turn, man.
And we messed up the car when we changed out the shocks. It's running tight through the turns, which is carrying me wide, and it sucks because I've got the 14 and the 22 behind me.
All right, 4's going wide here. Go hard. I like that gap there. Yeah, you take it. Dig hard. You're in there now. You're in there. Nice job. Now keep your nose clean. Back to your rhythm. Where does that put us now? You're 10th. Where you the man?
The entire field is pretty much strung out single file now. If you're going to pass somebody, you've got to make a hole. They're not going to give it to you. You've got to earn it.
All right, buddy. 14's coming in. Watch it. Go, 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 go. Be careful here. Be careful, careful, careful. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Son of a bitch. All right, Brown. I know you see it out the front window. 79, loosening up there, so let's go get him now.
He's got to figure out a way to get by him.
So the 79 cars had the lead from the start, but I can see his car starting to give up. So it's now time for me to make my move.
Okay, Brown, go get him. Give him a little shove here. Oh boy, Brown, I like it. George, keep digging. Come on, dig, dig, bud, dig. 10-4. Hey, Brown, keep it up. One car's right there with you, back by 1. Kind of biding my time, waiting for an opportunity. Caution's out, caution's out. Got a little dirt off 2, dirt off 2. Yeah, that's the rubber.
Our tires actually burn off a lot of rubber during the race, and they can ball up like marbles and dirty up the track, which really affects our traction, and it can get dangerous. So when they get too thick, the track crew has to clean it up.
So the cautions come out. So now we have a cone restart, so the driver can choose the inside or outside lanes.
Cone is out, Brown.
Now I've got to decide whether I'm going to go to the outside of Brunhosel or choose to fall in behind him and try to get under him when his car pushes high in the corner.
Help me, John, help me. Hey, one thing, brother, he don't mind taking you to the house. He'll put you in the wall in a heartbeat.
Yes. He runs me really high, like all the way into the marbles.
But I think if you don't outside, the one's going to go out there and probably beat him. Just remember.
He's losing forward drive, so I'd say we got to go outside.
Aw, dang, go outside.
Tim Brown, he goes to the outside. Tim Brown and George Brunhosel III on the front row. Burt Myers in row number 2.
George, same thing here. Keep him up a racetrack so he can't get the traction. 10-4. Okay, Brown, bringing you to the wall. Hold him down there.
Green flag back in the air.
Green flag, green, clear, 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 green. Come on, stay with him, stay with him. Quarter, roll the quarter, man. Quarter, still on the quarter, still quarter, clear, clear, clear. Nothing I can do when he carries me to the marbles. Go hard, go hard. One car's on the bottom. What the f? Inside at your door. Your door at your door. Yellow's out, yellow's out.
Jason, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I think the 14 ended up getting the worst of that one.
Troubles for Bobby Meesmer Jr. He's up for tonight's Fans Challenge. And Bobby Meesmer Jr. will go to the pit area. Tough break.
Nice work, bud. Looks like we're the only ones left going for the cash here.
We're halfway through. Lights out atop the modern Chevrolet pace car. We'll be going back racing. George Brunholzel III on the inside of row number 1. Burt Myers on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2.
So I've been leading the race for 50 laps, restarting next to the ace, Burt Myers. Puts a little more pressure on you when you got to restart against him.
Just keep it very high right here and wait for the restart line.
Pace car into the infield.
Fly, green, green, green. Even coming up there. Still there. Still there. Hey, there you go, buddy, go. Dig. Outside, still there. Even still there. Even still there. Outside, still there. Still there. Outside, still there. Clear. Come on, buddy. Dig, buddy. Outside, still there. Clear. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Go, 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 clear.
That's how it is passing on the outside. You got to wait for the opportunity and just take it.
So it's deja vu again. The number 1 car gets the lead, and I'm stuck in third looking at the back of the 79 car.
Go get him. There you go. Good job. Don't let him beat you down. Attaboy. Come on.
George Brunholzel III spins on the front stretch.
Good job, Brown. Caution's out, brother. Caution's out.
What can I say? Turns on a dime at this place.
Side by side for the top spot, Burt Myers and Tim Brown. 30 laps to go. We're back racing.
There you go. Good start. Good start. Outside. Still there. At your door. At your door. Still there. 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 Hell yeah, man. Keep digging. Let's go get the flag.
Time to turn it up, Jay. Run out of time, buddy.
Let's hold it.
Jason Myers goes around right there on the back stretch in that number 4 machine.
Broke. Your end of the transmission, it just broke. What the hell, man? They're gonna have to push me in.
Jason Myers with an issue back there on the back stretch.
Pushed me in the pits, and I don't think I'm gonna make it all the way up the damn hauler.
Jack the car up and pull the dirt axle out! Come on, guys!
It is the axle. Right rear axle. Damn thing broke off in there.
We're getting out, Brandon. We're done. We're gonna park it.
So they pushed me into pits, and my dad says it might be an axle, check the axles. Well, we jacked the car up, we pulled the axle out, and we broke a right rear axle.
This is the end result of my night at Bowman Gray. This is supposed to be probably about this much longer, so this is what marks us for the night. After getting a bad draw, and then just a bad night all around, and then getting spun out, and then this happened. I got extra icing on my cake, you know what I mean?
One more lap and we'll go back racing. Bobby Meesper Jr., Jason Myers no longer in the race. Burt Myers and Tim Brown in row number 1. Jonathan Brown in row number 2. He took the fans challenge. If it were to end right now, he'd take home $3,000. Can he hold on to it?
You're in the money spot right now. Just be smooth.
Hell with being smooth, man. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win this thing. 81 laps on the board. Hey, if you got anything up your sleeve right here, you might want to go after it.
Trying to win this race, homie. It's gonna be tough from here on out. Be sharp up there, buddy.
Pace car into the infield. It's go time.
Good start. Good start.
They got that one.
Clear behind the 1. Clear behind the 1. Let's go right here, Big Brown. Let's get up on that wheel and go get it. Give him a little shove again. Nice, nice. No pressure out back. To 22, back by 3.
Stay right with him here. Keep the pressure on.
And the motor just blew.
Something has went amiss on the 22 machine for Jonathan John Boy Brown.
Man, that's it. We're done. It's over.
That's a tough break. $3,000 was just 15 laps away for Jonathan Brown, but unfortunately not going to happen. The attrition rate has been very high.
So I don't guess anyone's taking the fan challenge money home tonight, but I don't give a I just want this trophy. It's getting down to the end of the race, we got to go, you know what I mean?
And Burt Myers, hold on and pick up his 3rd win of 2018. Or does the Rocket, Tim Brown, have something to say about it? We're getting ready to find out. Be 9 laps to go. Burt Myers and Tim Brown off turn number 4, and we're back racing this time. They touch in turn number 1 and 2, 3 wide.
Come on. You're clear.
The Rocket, Tim Brown, takes the lead.
What happened? Brandon went 3 wide coming up.
We got a great restart, and I'm like, man, here's my opportunity. So I gas up, and when Burt jumped sideways, Brandon Ward jumped up beside Burt.
So now we're 3 wide on the backstretch. And at the stadium, that's a recipe for a disaster.
But I just stood on that Raymock motor, and when my spotter said clear, man, I cut left and put that thing on the bottom. Pretty exciting. It's the first time I think I've ever been 3 wide at the stadium and didn't wreck.
Dang it. Car turn. Gosh dang it.
With under 5 laps to go.
Give it to him.
One after the win.
He's back by 1, coming in on you. Hey, he's right there with you, right with you. By half, he's coming in. Protect the bottom, protect him. Attaboy, protect him. Back by 2, by 2.
They'll come to the white flag this time by. Come on. White flag, 1 to go.
He's with you. He's right there. 1 by 1. Take the bottom.
Tim Brown wins.
Nice.
Tim Brown picks up the win.
That's what it's doing, Mr. Brown. That's why they called him the Rocket.
Hell yeah.
It was a wild night, that's for sure. The restarts, every one of them, you just had to hold your breath and hope that everything went all right. Restarts are cat and mouse game. And the bottom line is you got to hit it right every time. And I hit it right, 8 out of 9 times. It's Bowman Gray, man.
Tim, a very unusual slow start for you to the 2018 season.
Yeah, you know, it sucks when it takes 3 races to go in to get a win and everybody thinks you're in a slump. I just kept digging, went on and won the race. So, man, I got to thank my race team for digging hard behind me. My family, everybody that just gets sacrifices so much here. Thank God for a clean race. I didn't leave tonight hurt. Been hurt all week, so we go clean this thing up and come back and try to win next week. I ain't nowhere near quitting, so I just want to keep putting wins in the record book.
Tim Brown picks up his first win of 2018.
Everything worked out perfect for the first half of the race, and then one of the restarts, Bert restart outside of me. I wasn't worried about Tim being out there, but Bert, he's been a car to beat all year, so I knew I'd have my hands full with him, and he just drove around me. I mean, he was a lot better. Then Tim tried to fill the hole and just turned me down the front stretch.
Can y'all hold that? I got a bum hand.
Yeah, man. Then that turned our whole race around. I have no choice but to adapt their mentality. So come the time when I'm in that situation, I'm going to do the same thing back.
This week, Tim Brown earned 50 points for his win. Bert came in second with 48 points. George got 40. Jason and I got the least amount of points because neither of us finished the race. So after this race, Bert is still in the lead for the points championship, but Tim's only 10 points behind. Woo! But if you think this week was a show, just wait to see what happens next week.
Hands up, stop.